We know that when we're bringing on a fellow, that we are going to be bringing in someone that has a fresh perspective, someone that is motivated and enthusiastic, that we can teach and train, and that will become part of our family.
The fellows in our department have had some things in common. They've all been really smart. They've all been very idealistic and very interested in how to make government work, whether from a policy perspective or just an implementation or administration perspective. They've been really willing to roll up their sleeves and work in areas maybe that they weren't expecting to work in. They've asked lots of questions, and they all had such a wonderful enthusiasm for public service.
With a fellow, we want to give them something pretty substantial, really meaningful, that they can, so to speak, leave a legacy when they leave and have finished their projects.
Well, I hire them for a couple of reasons. One, I hire them because I really need the work. And the mission of what we do at the Recreation and Park Department is very important. We oversee 4,000 acres. Nearly 15% of the city is open space. And we play a fundamental role in making sure our communities are healthy and thriving. And we need all the help we can get. But I do it for another reason, because it's really important to infuse an organization with new ideas and new energy and new perspective, and that is what we often get from our fellows.
The fellow will generally work on something that's fairly substantial and meaningful within the department. We like to look at it as them, once they've completed the project, leaving their legacy behind, so that one day they can come back and look at the project that they completed and say, hey, I did that. I enjoy teaching someone what I know, and I've always told folks that I've worked with that my job is to teach them how to take my job. And so that's my approach.
Well, I would recommend for college graduates to apply to this program for several reasons. One, San Francisco is the best city in the world. And what an amazing chance to have an entree into our city and understanding how it works. I would also encourage people to apply to this program because public service is a really noble endeavor, and it has perhaps never been more important in a world where we are challenged, particularly in big cities, to make sure that our communities are healthy and thriving and are able to attain a certain quality of life, and it's really important, meaningful work. And then, just putting on my old human resources director's hat, it's a really great opportunity to get started in a career. And whether you end up with a 30-year career in city government, or you go on to a graduate degree, or to run a nonprofit, or to teach, or to go back and work in the private sector, it's really important to understand the mechanics of government and to understand how it's influenced by our communities, and the skills that our fellows learn in this program are applicable to whatever they do next. What makes the program special at the end of the day is the fellows are going to be supported by really caring supervisors and organizations which really do appreciate their involvement and integration with them. The work itself is super interesting and very diverse. And again, I think understanding San Francisco and how this very complicated, dense, diverse, pulsing, thriving city figures out how to wake up every morning and get people to work and get them to school and get them to their parks and keep them safe is pretty fascinating stuff.
We like the idea of bringing on a fresh young mind that we can cultivate and introduce to our business, and hopefully give skills to that they can carry forward into future endeavors. We also need the help.